Call the meeting to order with respect to the flag. Please, flag, this is America, and to the republic for which it stands, nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First on our agenda is 2026 board appointments.
I'd like to nominate Tim Will as chairman.
I'll second. That's.
Want to just go through and do all of it?
Yeah, we can do them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the vice chairman,
I'll nominate Chris Lynch.
Second it. Sarah Kavinsky
okay.
as the secretary.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Sarah. Sarah.
Next on our agenda is approval of our annual written report. 2025.
I'll make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next on our agenda is approval of last month's, actually in December's, approval of that, of our our December meeting, excuse me.
I make a motion to approve the minutes for the meeting of December 8th, 2025.
Second.
Discussion, I can't vote because I was not here. So all in favor?
Aye.
And I'll abstain. Next on our agenda is a lot line replot for Hanlon's replot. Mike?
Station. Basically, it's around, they own about 40 acres. One of them is about 7-ish now, and one's about 33-ish now. They just basically want to move the lot line, so not creating any new lot. They have 2 tax lots now. They have 2 tax lots when they're done, but they just want to move the line to somewhere that makes a little more sense with where the house is and the outbuilding. So basically, it's a lot line plot, because we're not making a new lot. Kevin Hanlon submitted something to the health department, it's called a lot line revision form, and they're okay with it. They signed their portion. So I'm not sure if that's on your agenda for you guys to sign the lot line replot in addition to the subdivision, or if the supervisors do that. You know? Okay. So there is a lot line revision form as well. We have the subdivision plan, and then we have this health department form, just an acknowledgement form that health department knows what we're doing and you folks know. So there is this line replot. But basically that's it. Just want to change the line from going north-south to really more like an east-west. And then after the subdivision, the house lot will be about 29 acres and the barn lot will be about 11 acres. No new lot, just moving a lot line around.
We had some discussion on, and I guess probably you've already addressed it, but the septic kind of ugly with future.
So we were just talking before the meeting. Basically, what's out there now, again, 2 tax parcels, and there's a small flow treatment facility, and so there's pieces and parts on each lot there. But they own both now, and they're still going to own both first. So we put a note on the plan, basically explaining, or we put all the system components on there that, you know, of where they are in the parcel and that, and then they understand if and when they sell one or the other, they have to create an easement as well, and that's what we were talking about, that their attorney will do that
So looking down the road, you know, way down there, 10, 15, 20, whatever.
2 weeks.
Yeah, whenever, yeah. And a buyer comes along, wants to buy that property. Would it not be advantageous, in the best interest of everybody, including Mr. Buyer, to have something on the deed that would, because you know, when, and again, I'm not an attorney, but I would imagine when attorneys are, you know, and people are searching titles, they're looking at deeds.
Documentation.
And, you know, looking out for a prospective owner, is that a better situation? I just don't, I know, I throw that question out because I think if it's on the deed, it's more of a legal push than if it's on here. You know, I mean, I'm glad to have it on here too, don't get me wrong, but, you know, these things can get really muddy, you know, down the road if something like
already
this
is.
happens. Yeah, I know.
I mean, no disrespect meant. That's
Yeah, it's an unusual sort of arrangement.
One of the reasons we wanted to do this is because by making this change, the small flow treatment system is all now with the 30 acres and the house. Before, some of it was on the land with included the barn, and at that time 25 acres, and only a tiny bit of the treatment system was where the house is.
Uh-huh.
So the reason we want to make, or one of the reasons we want to make this change, is to have the treatment system that's treating the house on the property with the house,
Yes.
which it was not. So that is a major,
Step forward.
yes.
Okay, all right, yeah, and I see that, I agree with you. I agree with you, I'm just, you know, what ifing, we're trying to, you know,
it's ugly.
yeah, do what's best for the township, you know, going down the road for whomever may occupy the property. I'm just wondering, are we making sure that we're doing everything we can do? You know, just my question. I don't know, does it need to be on the deed? I guess that's the question.
I would suggest this, and it's, I'll say, you talk to two attorneys, you're gonna get it's 50/50.
Yeah.
Some people believe, show it on the plan, and I can understand that, it's illustrative, and I can understand it being in the deed, and I can understand it being.
Yeah.
So it's really, I would say it's never wrong to put it on the plan, it's never wrong to put it in the deed. Neither is wrong.
Right, I agree.
Goading people about it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's amazing, you put things on a plan and people deny they ever saw it. I'm like, it's right on the plan. I cannot see that.
Can we have some documentation both ways? On your plan and then also on the deed?
Yeah,
Well, we have to go to make a new deed by doing this, and so you'd like us to request that the deed states that the small flow treatment system is on the property that contains the house?
That it's on multiple parcels.
Basically, you know, 6 that you added almost be incorporated right into the deed.
Yeah.
Note 6 on the deed.
Because I know all well intentioning and everything, and you guys won't forget, but like say if it ever goes into a trust 50 years from now and then they decide to sell it, that's when we run into issues. It's never with the current property owners, with the property owners down the line.
And again, I'm not an attorney.
Right.
And an attorney, when talking to your attorney, because you have to redo the deed anyway, their attorney may come back and say, well, the proper legal way to do this is X, Y, Z, and he may go down, or she may go down the third route. Okay? So I mean, and we'll probably will.
Right, and that sounds like even Kevin will ask their attorney and.
Yes. Yeah, and if we could put that in the minutes. Okay.
I'm just wondering if whenever we make the motion, you mentioned the lot replot worksheet, maybe we word the motion in a way that we're kind of recommending approval of that too. That way, if it does come to this body that someone has to sign it from either Tammy or Tim, they don't have to come back in 2 months for that one plan. And if it's with the supervisors, then we're covered.
Yeah.
Just something to keep in mind when you make the motion.
I should have given you guys that form with my application, a few weeks ago. It's just an 8.5 by 11 form. It says lot line revision at the top, very simple form.
So it might have already been signed then.
Perfect. At some, because the SEO signs his portion, you guys sign your portion, they just need to meet up. Either you give yours to him, or he gives you. And then it
I
ends.
know what you're talking about now, so I think I signed it
Okay,
as soon as we received it,
okay.
and if you did, then.
I guess as long as we get documentation on, it's done on the deed and on the Mylar.
Yeah, I think so. That's what we're talking about, yeah. Okay,
Then I need to call for a motion.
yeah. So I think, let me go up around here for a minute. The motion we're looking for is to approve the plan with under the following conditions. That during the consultation for the deed rewording, that an attorney be consulted as to proper wording based on the wording that's in note 6 of the plan. That is note 6?
Yes.
Okay, that's one leg of the motion. And the other deals with memory here. I'm having a senior. What was it?
The signing of the
Oh, yeah, the replot.
replat
Yeah.
worksheet.
And I think Tammy mentioned that she saw it, she signed it, but contingent upon that, that's all, those are the two legs of the motion, okay? Are there any, did I get it right?
I think you got it right.
Yep. Okay, all right, that's the motion, probably the longest motion in the history of the,
No, it's been
Oh,
long.
I think it's been longer, even when I've been here.
I remember a lot longer ones.
yeah.
I need a second.
A second the motion?
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you, guys. Next on our agenda is Hammond Village Phase 2 subdivision plan.
Yes, Mike Sanford again. So phase 1 of the project was built a long time ago, back in '06. And last year, my company did a revised preliminary plan for Dominic Molino. He would like to buy the remaining property from Martin Victoria Kurtz, and he would like to continue this development. The original developer was gone, he actually passed away, and so this property is just vacant and been sitting there since '06, long time. Various developers have looked at it, I've looked at it with them and for them, and at this point, Dominic Molino is entered into a sales agreement to buy it, and he'd like to develop phases 2 and 3. So we did a preliminary plan a few months ago, and you folks saw that. And then we're here tonight really for the final plan of phase 2. It's 19 lots. Dominic and I talked about the lot sizes from the preliminary plan to the plan you're seeing tonight. He actually made the lots a little bigger. The preliminary plan, they were like 90-foot-ish. Now they're like 100-foot-ish. So we lost a couple lots along the way to do that, but he feels that's what people want, is something just a little bigger. And so basically we have the final plan. We did provide Matt Jonas the engineering plans. Conservation District's doing their review as well. We have engineering under review. He gave me some comments. We have Conservation District, but really what we're here tonight is final plan, phase 2, 19 lots. Looking for your recommendation.
I guess you've gotten a long laundry list from Matt on stormwater management.
Yes, we're working our way through this. Yes, exactly.
So we need to block off over, I think, our thoughts are lot 50 and 52 need to be Xed off there for future,
What does that mean?
for turn a cul-de-sac, or we don't want that road ending there. If you're gonna use that cul-de-sac as a turnaround, let's deem that as far as the road goes. And then, because it just gets uglier.
So I could,
So the discussion is typically the ordinance, if you come to a stop, you have to have a temporary turnaround that has to be built to the same standards as the street. And because you have this cul-de-sac, if you cut it off here, they can have access to the cul-de-sac for the turnaround, and that would eliminate lot 52, possibly lot 52, depending on where the
I would say Dominic will want to do a temporary turnaround. him and I discussed where this phase line would be, and it's phasing really also for utilities that you're not seeing on this drawing, because the sanitary sewer goes through those. And so I would say that we would, Don's not here, but I think we would have the temporary turnaround at the end of the road.
So that would be cut out at lot 52 and 51, or how?
No, we wouldn't remove any lots.
It would just go-
We would just put a temporary turnaround right at the end there.
Because he has this property to work with over here, right?
Yes,
Yep.
yes, correct.
Now, as part of, I don't know, does he plan on bonding the roads, or is he gonna build the roads before he gets approval?
He would, he'll bond something.
Okay.
He typically will do some of the construction to reduce his bond, but ultimately he'll bond something.
Okay, because that turnaround would have to be included with the bond.
No problem. Yeah, so I think I'll go ahead and make a note that we will add a temporary turnaround at the end of the easterly terminus of that road.
I understand that. That makes sense. We just don't want to get caught like we've been caught before.
Yep.
And then the South Bend Drive, is there a question about naming South Bend Drive?
Yes. Whatever you guys want. Dominic's preference is to not have it be
Well-
South
Shelby,
that's his preference, but he's not, we've talked a lot about road names. And he's just not, in my personal opinion, I don't think there's anyone out there with an address of South Shelby. So I think the road name could be changed, and I understand the thing, of extension of roads and things, I got that, but I'm not really sure what road's being extended.
Oh, in other words, there can't be another name like that in the county, is that what we're saying?
No, I think Matt's review comment
the
was,
way the ordinance says, if the new road is an extension of an existing, it should bear the name of the existing. So we have North Shelby here, extending down here, so it'd either be North Shelby or South Shelby. And then at some point here, it's gonna have to change again.
correct,
I understand it's weird.
yes.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not gonna argue too hard on this. If we can't have South Shelby, I don't think Dominic will cry. But,
Yeah.
South Shelby is different than North Shelby, so we already have it.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
saying.
And it could be North Shelby the whole way around.
Well,
But usually when you have a north, you have a south.
I thought about doing North Shelby the whole way around, but then it gets weird addressing wise.
Yes.
Because you got some east-west down here and east-west up here that I don't know how you.
So whenever we did the preliminary plan, it was road A.
Yes, correct.
So we didn't really get that discussion, and whether it's South Shelby until you make the bend and then it changes names to something else, and then the North Shelby here. Or if this is the delineating between North and South Shelby and everything around South Shelby, that's I'll leave that up to you guys.
How about this? I promised the commission, I will talk to Dominic and we'll arm wrestle with Matt and the supervisors and we'll get it right.
Not gonna be South Sanford or anything like
I'm
that.
telling you. Right. One of those, there's Sanford, not South.
Okay, well,
Orange Park somewhere.
Sanford Place.
Sanford Place. So I promise you, we'll work out the road names, whether it's one road name, two road names, three, with the north-south portion, it gets a little weird. I promise you we'll work it
I
out.
think at the intersection, you'd want to break it though. I don't think you'd want to do that on the bend. Is that what you're talking about? Halfway across lot one?
There's precedence for it, go Rotunda Drive and Commons Drive, where it just magically changes names somewhere at that bend.
Convolutes for
I know.
fire department and
Yeah.
everybody.
most of us, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a.
I honestly, I think Chelsea would probably be the good delineating point if we, but then you have South Shelby Road north of. Exactly, that's my thought there. Cause, yeah, northern point will be South Shelby Road, or South Shelby Drive, they don't wanna mess it up too.
Yeah, we'll work it out, I guess.
Yeah, well,
And it's funny, of all the things I do in life, road names, when I call a developer, can I get road names? All they do is, well, and it's like, they takes them 2 weeks and they hate picking names. So he actually picked it for this one. And now I
and
gotta,
then we go and say no.
and say maybe not. We'll work.
So any preferences? Should we pass the preferences along?
to what the drive, this is what the street should be named.
Yes.
In hindsight, it should have been east and west, but.
It's still not too late, right?
No, it's too late.
Because the one is already needed.
There's a dozen houses that have North Shelby Drive as their address.
Oh, yeah, but that part, for that part, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that kind of boxes you in, no, in a way.
Yeah, I think we're committed to North Shelby, going east and then starting down the curve. I think Dominic's agreeing that's North Shelby. It was just the southern road, he thought he could pick a different name on.
Yeah.
That's what he was hoping to do.
And I just read the ordinance to make the comment.
Right.
South works. I think South works.
Okay.
I do too.
Okay, should we have a motion?
So are we, in, look,
Well, many things. Approve the plan with changes. Turnaround, names, and
stormwater.
compliance with all the stormwater.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make a motion, we accept the plan with the exclusions of all the stormwater changes, the name correction or recorrection, and the turnaround is included in the situation.
Temporary.
So he's buying the whole parcel, so that's not gonna be part of an issue. He's not buying it in phases, he's buying the whole piece.
Art wants to sell the whole piece.
Gotcha.
And he's not just buying phase two.
Gotcha.
Yes, by the-
Yep.
And conceivably, there's a development gonna proceed further on from there, I would imagine.
He wants to do phase three, it's a financing thing. He has to outlay so much money, he wants to build a few houses and then get right on the phase.
Okay, so that's the motion. I'll second it.
Discussion. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Tammy, I'll send some tomorrow.
Next on our agenda is the amended land development plan for J&E State LLC on Edinburgh Road.
So I don't see any there, so I guess I'll take this one. So they're proposing to add full building here and proposing to add an existing fenced in parking area. So I don't remember the size of it, but the full building is built over existing paved areas. This gravel parking area up at the top is over existing pervious, but they did tear down the house, so there is some trade-off there. But this currently gets bypassed around the pond. So where we last left it, they're looking at possibly incorporating the lots consolidated into one, and then they're reviewing the existing stormwater to see if retrofitted to accommodate gravel area fenced in up here to incorporate it into the existing system, or if they have to, they'll build a standalone system for it. So we're kind of in limbo waiting to hear back what they plan to do. So my recommendation would be to table this until we hear back.
How do we slap their hand, slap their hand?
Well, if they stall and don't do anything, we can cite them for violating the subdivision land development ordinance by doing a subdivision or a land development without getting a permit.
Does that new building have to go through L&I?
Does. Well, no, not L&I. Currently, we still have VIU.
Yeah.
Well, whoever, I guess. Does-
So if there's issues that they might have to fix it.
Mike,
And hopefully they didn't build it all the way interior wise.
Oh, yeah.
It's not finished inside, I quoted.
Oh, good.
Just to look that up.
I was really hoping it wasn't.
2 weeks ago, so I don't know.
Because we originally started this, it was still holes in the ground, and then like magically a week later it was up. So,
Oh, I saw it, you could see that in 99.
yeah, that's how I was thinking, so.
Yeah.
Make a motion, we table the plan till the proper stormwater is.
Until we find out what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get further.
But they've already done something.
Builds up.
Yes, I mean, whoa, you know. They put the
That's what
cart
they
in
do.
front of the horse here, you know, big time, didn't they?
They use,
That's what they do.
unfortunately, this site has a history of doing that.
But what about the rest of the stormwater impervious? That we're covering up with, the designated parking for.
We'll have to have updated parking regulations.
Where is the retention pond? Is that
Well-
here? It's way over here.
The thing is, as far as parking goes, probably still good, because that's all inventory spaces they were eliminating. So as far as the use, and this was done under the older zoning ordinance, which allowed more parking than what's allowed now, so they should be good on parking, but we'll still have to double check that. We haven't got to that point yet.
They might have some more plans coming through the township at some point, so.
I'd give Later a call. I mean, my recommendation would be to give Later a call tomorrow, and ask what's going on.
Yeah, I will, because
I know you will.
I was expecting them to be here tonight, and hopefully, I was hoping they would give an update on where they're at.
They do better.
Kind of give more companies, but I don't think they're there yet.
So I interrupted Chris's motion. So
I think he's waiting for a
Table, I
second.
need a second.
I'll second.
On the, table is to table it. So it's been motioned and seconded. Vote,
Yes.
I agree.
aye,
Aye.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
So I think the way we table this, if nothing comes in next month, we're not gonna entertain this again until we have a definite idea of what they're doing. And if they
Even
even
though
take
they've
too
already
long,
done
we can put them under violation. We can have the ability to do that.
Next on our agenda is other business. Public comment? I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Need a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.